start?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I would like to emphasize to you that my setting for today will be evangelism. So I'll be talking to non-believers, or there might be people that will be believers as well. So, good morning!
Good morning!
How's your day?
Good.
Good? Mine is good as well. So, I will begin with a story. So, it is still fresh in my mind that it just happened last year. And I can still remember the day, and it was an early morning of October 20th. It's 3 a.m. So I was alone in my room, crying, full of hatred, angry towards myself and to the people who've hurt me before. So bitter, so lost. I'm so lost, I'm so broken, and I'm so tired of my life that I found myself crying out to the Lord. Just really for the first time in my life, I knelt down to the Lord. And I asked for help, for rescue, because I feel so down. It's the deepest downfall that I've ever had in my whole life. And I was bound to hell. I'm a sinner. And it came to me that I knelt to the Lord and I cried to Him for help. And on that same moment, He heard my prayers. He sent someone to share to me the gospel that changed my life. You know, the truth will really change your life. So, yeah, and through that, God showed me His grace. God showed me His grace and gave me more grace to continue on with this journey. That's why I'm here in front of you today to speak about this grace that He has given to me. So this morning, every person can experience God's graciousness by meditating on this two passages from the Bible. You say two passages.
Two passages.
Passages or scriptures or verses. So the first passage that we can meditate on is from Isaiah 30, verse 18. And that says, "And therefore will the Lord wait, that He may be gracious unto you. And therefore will He be exalted, that He may have mercy upon you. For the Lord is a God of judgment, and blessed are all they that wait for Him." Amen. So I would like to emphasize the verse, "And therefore will the Lord wait, that He may be gracious unto you." So can you imagine the God who created the universe is willing to wait for you so that He can extend His grace to you? He's willing to wait for us. You believe that? And that for me is grace. So, we Filipinos, we have this famous Filipino saying that says, "A bad weed won't die easily." Or in Tagalog, masamang damo, matagal mamatay. So, like an adulterer, let's take this example, like an adulterer who nearly died from an accident, and his neighbors would say, "Oh, kasi masamang damo. Oh, that's because he's a bad weed." But no, that's a bad perception. That's a wrong perception. Because God, in His grace, extended His life, that murderer's life, so that God will show His grace. Yeah? So that God is waiting for that moment so that He can extend His grace, because God is also waiting for one thing. And God is waiting for that adulterer to repent from his sins. Yeah? So, it is not true that that's because he's lucky. You know? We don't believe that he is lucky. Because God, who gave him his life, who gave that adulterer his life, will be the one who will take that away from him. Yeah? But God spared his life in that moment. He almost died, but no, he didn't. Because God doesn't want that adulterer to perish in hell. He doesn't want us to perish in hell. You know? And that's grace for us. That's God's grace for us. So, that is the first passage that we can meditate on to experience God's graciousness. And that is from Isaiah 30:18. And the second passage that every believer can meditate on to experience God's graciousness is from James chapter 4, verse 6. And that says, "But He giveth more grace. Wherefore He saith, God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble." Say humble.
Humble.
Okay. So, I would like to share a story, a story from the Bible, where we can see this passage that if we humble ourselves before God, He will give us His grace. He will give us our sins, if we will humble ourselves to the Lord. So there's this story from the Bible where Jesus was hanging on the cross with two thieves. Yeah? Remember that? The two thieves? And the one thief recognized Him as the Son of God. And he said to Jesus, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And what did Jesus reply? "Truly, I say to you, today you will come with me in paradise." And that for me is a perfect example of how God gave His grace. Because the thief repented. I believe he repented. That's why he said, "Jesus, I hope that you will remember me when you come into your kingdom." So Jesus saw that humility in his heart, and he said, "Yeah, you will come with me in paradise." He saw his heart, his humility. So God gave him His grace. And that's a perfect example of God giving His grace. Jesus. And maybe this morning you're wondering if there's still hope for you. I tell you that there's still hope for God. There is always hope for God, but He's just waiting for you. He's just waiting for you to repent from your sins and to humble ourselves before Him. Bow down before Him. And it's just that a matter of choice, to humble yourself before God and to ask for forgiveness and choosing not to go back to where you came from. And going forward straight, not to the right, not to the left, but go straight to Him. Follow Him, take up His cross. So today, every person can experience God's graciousness by meditating on these two passages from the Bible. Everybody, please come with me. From Isaiah chapter 30, verse 18, and James chapter 4, verse 6. Okay, so today let's pray. Please join me in prayer. Lord, we thank You for this day that You had given to us, Father God. Thank You for every day that we wake up, Father God, and that is one of the best, the best of Your examples of grace, Father God. We wake up every morning, Father God. Lord, we thank You, Father God, for these passages